Well, hello there, guys, and welcome to the what I am going to call weekend wrap-up video. I've always called it weekend update, but we're going to call it weekend wrap-up from here on out. Let's talk about the weekend, guys. So I actually just shot this, and I didn't like how it turned out, so I'm shooting it again. So I had a goal going into this weekend of $300. I wanted to make $300 this weekend. No particular reason. 300 is not a good number to hit. And guys, we did it. I hit $310 this weekend. 310. So I ended up with it was really weird. It was a weird weekend, guys. I was really busy on Lyft and not busy at all on Uber. I think I probably only gave, I don't know, I gave like less than 10 rides on Uber, I think. So I made $110 on Uber and I made $199 on Lyft. So it was a really good weekend, especially Lyft-wise. Lyft is really trying to gain some market share here in Dubuque. They're doing a good job. They must realize that Dubuque likes cheap, and people are going to use whichever one is cheaper. I don't know if that's true in every market, but here in Dubuque, people use whichever rideshare app is cheaper. And right now, it's Lyft because they've given everybody across the board 10% off every single ride. So it automatically makes them cheaper than Uber. So good on them, I guess. I mean, you know, they rocked it. So $310 I did this weekend. But guys, I did not drive on Friday night, and it's the second week in a row that I made the decision either to drive very little or not drive at all on Friday, and I'm not upset about it. You know, I just kind of took the night and chilled out and spent some time with my wife, and you know, I just kind of hung out, and I'm not upset about it. You know, we got snow on Friday night. We got about 3 inches of snow, and that had nothing to do with me not driving. I just didn't really feel like it. Friday nights lately have not been profitable for me. We did hit we hit a six-time multiplier on Friday night. Which I didn't know about till the next day because I saw it posted in our local social media group. But 6-time surge. You know, I don't think anybody actually hit a 6-time surge, but that's how high the surge got. But I think the highest surge I had on Saturday was like a 2.5. No prime time on Lyft, even though it was busy as shit. But that's okay, guys. So. But I discovered something new, and I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that we're a college town, and a lot of the kids that are here for college don't have cars. I decided, because I didn't drive on Friday, that I was going to drive all day Saturday, literally all day Saturday. So I got up with my wife, and I brought her to work, and then I used her car right away. And I went online probably around 7:30. And I drove until 9:30, and I'm not kidding you. I probably had 6 or 7 Lyft rides in a row. I think I had one Uber in that whole time frame, a whole bunch of Lyfts, and you know, I've never driven that time of day. Like, I never drive that early. I killed it. I think I made 50 or 60 bucks on Saturday morning, which was really odd. But that was the start of the busy Saturday, and then I went home for a couple hours, and then I went back out for 3 or 4 hours, and then I went home again. While we're on that subject, guys, live streams, I had 2 of them this weekend. I had great participation on both, so thank you guys for jumping on. I always appreciate it when you guys jump on with me. It makes it more enjoyable. That's a smooth transition right into my next topic. Let's talk about your personal driver. So you guys remember I posted a video where I was talking about your personal driver and the threats that he got from Uber, and how that was going to affect my YouTube channel going forward. And so he basically got a letter from Uber saying, I need you to do these 4 things, or we're going to deactivate you in 7 days, blah, blah, blah. He got fired this morning. Uber deactivated him this morning. And he, in the conversation that he had with Uber when they told him they were deactivating him, it was more about referral codes than it was about the live streaming. So, having said that, guys, I don't regret what I did with my live streams. I think it's working really well. Some of you don't like that I mute it when I have people in the car. I'm sorry. I'm not risking it. They did put in terms of service that you are not allowed to stream conversations with passengers in the car. It is in terms of service. And because it's in terms of service, I'm not going to go back to my old live streaming ways. I like the way it is now. Sometimes it bothers me, like when I have a long trip and I've got no sound, it irks me to leave it on pause or leave it on mute, but I have to do it that way, guys. I'm really sorry. I know you guys don't like it. Some of you guys don't like it. Some of you don't care. But I had a guy flat out tell me that my live streams are boring when I got to put it on mute. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, guys. I could continue to risk it, and I would be very, very surprised if somebody told me Uber doesn't know that I have this channel. I guarantee you they know. I guarantee you they've watched me. I guarantee you, I use keywords in my videos, and I put Uber and live stream in every single video, every single live stream that I do. So there's no way Uber hasn't found my channel. There's no way Uber doesn't know it exists. I don't want to get in trouble with them. So I'm modifying everything to their standards. Now, they probably watch my live streams and they haven't said anything to me, but prior to me modifying everything. But they might be watching them now and just be like, I want to see if he changed his channel. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't risk it, guys. So I'm going to continue to do the live streams the way I've been doing them, hour to an hour and a half each live stream. And I am going to continue to mute when passengers are in my car. If I'm using my car, I probably won't turn the comments off. But if I'm using my wife's car, which I have been, I have to, simply because of where the phone is positioned. You can see the comment. Everybody can see the comments. So that's why I turn off the comments when I'm in my wife's car. So having said that, I gotta go backtrack a little bit to the weekend, because I almost had my first puker. And I picked him up close to Barclays, and on Lyft, and the girl ordered it, and she was with a friend, and the friend was not doing well. She was having a rough night. She drank a lot, more than she usually does. She said she was surprised she wasn't in jail. I don't know what that was all about, but anyway, we got really close to their destination. Like, we were probably a couple blocks away, and she asked me to stop the car. And I stopped the car, and her friend jumped out of the car, went to the side of the road, and puked. And I was extremely happy that she told me to stop the car, because that could have been bad. It could have been bad. So the girl who ordered it told me they would walk the rest of the way. She appreciated me stopping the car so fast. And she's like, I don't want another cleanup fee. She said, I don't want another cleanup fee. I mean, she's gotten them before. So I appreciate it, and I told her I appreciate her giving me a heads up and asking me to stop the car, and she appreciated I stopped it so fast. So naturally, those two things, I appreciate what she did, she appreciated what I did. No tip, whatever. Not surprising. But and going back even further, I gave a ride on Thursday night where I picked a guy up, and he was going back to his apartment, and he asked me on the way back if I would jump his car when we got back. And he said you can leave the meter running, that's fine. So we get back, and it turns out it's a Ford Mustang, a newer one, probably a 2016 maybe. It was a newer Ford Mustang, and here I am in my little Volkswagen Jetta, and we got the thing started. It didn't take very long, it took a couple minutes. I get back in the car, I end the trip. He had no idea how to do it, by the way. I did pretty much do it for him. It was kind of cool. I get back in the car, I end the trip, minimum fare. I was mad. I was really, really mad. And I drove home because I was close to my house. So I drove home. I pulled the app up when I got home. He tipped me $13.50, which is the maximum amount that he was allowed to tip on that ride. I was thankful that I finally, for once in my life, got a max tip. So that made me happy. I was really, really excited about that. So that's my cool story for the weekend. Moving on, guys. A couple more things. This video's getting long again, but a couple things here. A couple more things before I wrap up. Let's talk about, I had somebody ask me on the stream about my job situation, and some of you probably have watched and have wondered. Some of you probably haven't. It's all good either way. But my job situation, as everyone knows, I am trying to leave Sherwin-Williams. I'm not unhappy. I've been in retail for 18 years and I need to change. And there's just a lot of things going on. It's appraisal time. I always get nervous at appraisal time. And there's just a lot of things going on, and I've been there for 3 years, and I've realized that, you know, I really don't have a future there for a number of reasons. I'm not getting into it, but I've been interviewing for other jobs, and I've had a lot of interviews with a lot of companies, and I finally got one to stick, guys. Last week I received a verbal offer from Frito-Lay. And the offer is contingent on the completion of the drug screen, the background check, and a physical, DOT physical. And I got the verbal offer on Wednesday. I initiated the background check on Thursday. I did the physical and the drug screen on Friday. The physical is good. It all checked out. I submitted everything I needed to submit there. The drug screen, because I did it so early on Friday, should be back tomorrow. So I would anticipate the official job offer to come tomorrow. So, like I said, the position's Frito-Lay, or the job is Frito-Lay. The position is Route Sales Associate. And for those of you wondering what that is, that's basically me driving the van around full of chips and delivering it to places. So, like, I'd be going to Walmart, I'd be going to Walgreens, I'd be going to Hy-Vee, I'd be going to Cub Foods, I'd be going to, you know, Kroger or Fairway, whatever you guys have. Piggly Wiggly, whatever. It would be me going to those places and delivering the store's chips to them, and also placing orders for the next delivery. So it's a what I would say a pretty significant raise in pay. I'm happy with it. It's pretty good raise, yeah, I mean, bonuses are better. Bonus structure is better. So, it all kind of ties into my schedule. So just bear with me for a second. The schedule for the job is going to be a little bit different. I don't know yet how it's going to affect my Uber business and my YouTube channel. I'll know more about that as I get into the job. But the position itself, I have pretty much my own control over when I start, keeping in mind that it's generally a 10 to 12 hour day, and the later I start, the later my day goes. So most drivers start around 3, so I'll probably start at 3 a.m. That's really, really early. But starting at 3 a.m., I should be done around 1 if I follow the 10-hour rule. I did my ride along, was that last weekend? With another driver from Frito-Lay. I met him at 5:30 in the morning at Walmart. We were there for 3 hours. He took me his other 2 stops. I was home and in bed by 11. So he had a short day because it was relatively slow. He got in and out everywhere he went. He described it as not a typical day because it was so easy for him. But he has Sundays and Sundays and Mondays off. He said most drivers have Sunday and Wednesday when they first start. Like, that's generally their schedule. Well, unfortunately, it means no more back-to-back days. But if Sunday's my day off for the week, I could still Uber on Saturday nights, no problems. So, we'll see how that plays out. I was just gonna do something and tie in with the days off, but the actual position. So route sales rep, but what they actually hired me as is a relief driver, which means that I don't have a set route. I basically work whatever route is open for that week. So my schedule is going to vary week to week. It's not going to be the same, but I that's okay. If nobody in Dubuque has a vacation or calls out sick or whatever, we're in the Madison zone. So that means I could go anywhere in the Madison zone, which is basically from Madison all the way down to the Quad Cities. So I could go anywhere in that area. I could work a route in anywhere in that area for a week or two or whatever. So, I'm looking forward to it regardless. So, like I said, it's a nice pay raise. So, it gets me out of retail, and that's ultimately what I wanted. So, moving on to my schedule for this week, guys. Here in the United States, it is Thanksgiving on Thursday. I do not work on Thursday, but my wife does. But I will not be driving on Thursday because it's not going to be busy. There is a local event here Wednesday night. I think it's called like Wednesday Night Blackout or something like that. So I might drive Wednesday night to try to get in on some of that, but we'll see. Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, I do work open and close that day. That'll be a long day. Probably not gonna drive Friday night, but I will drive Saturday, and I will have regular live streams like I usually do. And then I'll have a content video probably Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll get that figured out. So I got a regular work schedule outside of Thursday. It's technically a short week because I don't work on Thursday, but I get paid for it. So, and then the week after that, guys, next week I'm on vacation. So I'm hoping the way this works out, if I get the job offer, the official job offer from Frito on Monday or Tuesday, I could give my notice, and I could actually be, my second week of my notice would be my week of vacation. So I'd technically be done on Black Friday. So we'll kind of see how that goes. That's how I anticipate it playing out. And I think for insurance reasons, I'm hoping it works out that way too, because my assumption is the insurance benefits start the first day of the month following your 30th day of employment. So if I start at the end of November, I get health benefits in January. If I start at the beginning of December, I wouldn't get health benefits until February. So it's literally a matter of a week as far as a whole, whether, it's literally comes down to a week, a period of 7 days, as opposed to whether or not I get health benefits in January or February. So hopefully that works out that way. I'd like to do my week of training in Madison for Frito the week that I'm supposed to be on vacation in Sherwin, just because I think it'll work out better that way. But yeah, guys, this is getting rambly. It's getting a little long. I apologize. One more quick thing, guys. My links, my contact information is below. Zello, add me on Zello. I have a group chat on there. There's a couple of us in there. You can talk to me anytime on there. Add me on Facebook if you want as well. I'm always open to chatting with people. I've been exchanging a lot of messages with some people, subscribers on my channel. Quicker way to get through to me if you have a quick question you don't want to wait for me to answer on YouTube. So that's it, guys. Welcome if you're new. I applaud you if you sat here and watched an 18-minute video. Proud of you. Like, subscribe, favorite, comment, whatever you guys want to do. Welcome if you're new. Welcome to the channel. I'm at 263 subscribers as of right now. So thank you, guys. Thank you. I get monthly emails that tell me how often my videos are shared, and every single month that number goes up. So continue to share my videos, guys. It's working. I'm growing. Organic growth is the best way, and it seems to be working, guys. So I'll have a content video hopefully Tuesday. I tried to shoot an Uber Eats video today. I went online Uber Eats only, and I waited for an hour with no pings. So I might wait to do that when Uber has more options available for Uber Eats, because it's not worth it right now. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. Uber, Lyft on. Be safe out there. I will see you guys later this week. And if I don't see you before Thanksgiving, before Thursday, have a great Thanksgiving, guys. If you're going Black Friday shopping, be careful. But I will probably put out a Thanksgiving message. So that's it, guys. See you next time. Peace out.